Hi Cancer, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors. Sorry darlings, I'm just trying to move the tripod back so you get to see the whole table. Oh, sorry about that darlings, that was my dishwasher. Right, this is your what the fuck reading, with a slight difference. It's going to be for 6 weeks. It's going to be from the 19th of July to the 5th of September. I'm away in October. I am not doing readings. October. I did this with another sign. It's not October. It's August. I'm away in August. Okay, so the difference between this reading and other readings is I use the Greenwich Tarot all the time, as you know, supported by the Whispering Woods, 7 Energies and the Angels and Ancestors. But I've introduced the Dreams of Gaia for this reading only, because it is such a long reading. I want to clarify for you what each of the cards actually means for you. So these readings are tending to come out about 40 minutes long. So I would get a cup of coffee if you're going to do it all in one hit, but I would actually do it in 2 parts if you need to, just because it is going to be a little bit on the long side, lovelies. So we're going to start by getting you some energy cards out from the 7 Energies. Can I have some energy cards for Cancer, please? And I don't know why that's turned green. It's supposed to be blue, and it was blue, and it's gone green again. No, it don't want to know, does it? Oh, I'm sorry, Cancer, you're going to have blue and grey. So, lovelies, let's say what energies is around you for this 6 weeks of the summer. Lovely, thank you. Anything else for Cancer? 19th of June through to the 5th of September. No, that's what it wants to give. So, lovelies, you've got the land in between. Now for me, the land in between is that dream place, that meditation place, that safe place where you can meet people safely, and no one gets across those bridges without your say so. So it's not like they've got direct access to you. It is invitation only. So it could be that you are visiting the source and inviting spirits to join you. It could be that you are with like-minded people and you're trying to walk through each other's dreams, or it could be a collective meditation where you are doing a similar meditation but you actually don't manage to get in the zone 100%. So you've got this safe place that you go to in your mind. Even if somebody's giving you a guided meditation, you always appear to end up in this safe place. Hold on a minute, Cancer. Sorry, lovelies. Sorry, Cancer. Right, so yeah, this land in between seems to be your safe place. It's a place that you go to because you know that nobody can get to you there. It can be a physical place, mental, emotional, spiritual, sensual, all of those things combined, but it is your safe place. And if that's something you don't recognise, don't switch off, because it may be that the universe is calling for you to create a safe place, a safe haven for yourself, where people can only come to you if you give them permission. But it is a magical place. You have also got body and soul. I am hearing that you are not looking after yourself particularly well physically or spiritually. Now, spiritually does not have to be anything organised. Your spiritual experience is yours and it's unique. Just understand that. So if there's some thoughts or feelings that you've got around spirituality, perhaps it's now time to put it together with the physical side of your life and run them alongside each other. I do know that when I'm doing all of this for you, I do get exhausted, I do get depleted at times. But if I go down to the gym and I spend 20-25 minutes in the weights room, I don't know what it is and why it happens. I have my headphones on, I listen to the authors that I love while I'm weight training, and it just seems to recharge me. So it doesn't have to be some sort of physical activity that you're not used to. It can be any activity that you do. I've just taken up walking again. I gave it up during the lockdown because of the amount of people that were in the place that I love to be, and it was horrendous. It really was. The car park was constantly full. There was always loads of people over there, and all of a sudden the world has opened up, and where I go for my walks, it's as dead as a dodo. Literally, they've all just buggered off, which I am so pleased about. So know when you're working on your land between and your body and soul, the alignment of those two are really important, and there are some very easy ways for you to do that. Now, if you are unsure about body and soul alignment, take a look at my law of attraction readings as well, because they kind of tap in to not just the manifestation, but what you can do about cleansing and clearing, and what you can do about loving yourself and all of that kind of stuff. So yes, so have a look at those as well. Body and soul, working them together is highly, highly important. You have the dragonfly in this card, highly magical creature, and I'm a very lucky person because I have these creatures in my garden. You've got the lotus flower, which is saying that there is healing that needs to be done. Body and soul healing, let me tell you, the body may heal to a certain extent, but unless the soul is healed, the body goes back into what the terminology that all of us use is dis-ease rather than disease, because it's just not happy. It's just not happy because the two aren't in alignment. So know that your soul is your intuition. It speaks to you. It tells you what it needs, what it wants, what you need, what you want. And if you're constantly ignoring those messages and just doing your own thing and it going wrong for you, know that your soul talking to you will never let you down. It's got your back. It relies on you for survival. It does. It doesn't rely on you for survival in the spirit world, but it does rely on you for survival in this experience, the human experience. So lovelies, you have time machine. I love this card. Now when people talk about going back in time to their past, your past is yesterday and as far as the day that you were born. So when you get the time machine out, I always think that it's time to start thinking about being happy now. It's okay to visit those places. It's not okay to live in those places, either behind you or in front of you. It's great to have dreams, but it's also imperative that you are happy in the here and now. And lovelies, I do get that this is going to be a spiritual reading for you, because into me, I say, I'm kind of getting for the first time, you're seeing yourself as this gorgeous creature that was created perfect. Doesn't matter about your imperfections. They are man-made. They are the perception of social media. They are the perception of other people. They are not what you should be seeing yourself as. If you could see yourself on the soul level, into me, I say, you would fall in love with yourself. You would. You would appreciate yourself. You would see the beauty that you hold spiritually. And I have to say that is really important for you this 6 weeks, Cancer. Something is really shifting for you. So you need to give yourself that safe place. You need to bring your body and soul into alignment. You need to be happy in the here and now. Okay to visit the past. Okay to visit the future. Have those dreams. If your dreams are stuck, don't look at the future and keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. If your dreams are not coming around, don't change your dreams. Change your plan. And it may be that there's something in the future that you're being steered towards that you haven't quite seen yet. But into me I say, trust your soul, trust your intuition and go within. So let's start your what the fuck reading. Can I have what started what the fuck for Cancer? And I haven't even lighted your candles. I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz these days. I do desperately need this holiday away. I really do. Oh, they don't even want to light. Okay, so what started your what the fuck? Facing your fears and taking your fucking power back, my lovelies. How is Cancer taking their power back? That's your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, movement and journey. What you can do about this situation. What the fuck is out of your hands, Cancer? The reconnecting to your true self. And what the fuck is happening next, darlings? Your outcome. Okay, darlings, so what started your what the fuck you have nature. This is you self-restricting, self-limiting. You're laying traps for some reason, and it could be that that's what's got you self-limiting, is that you can't see beyond laying traps. And it could be that you're trying to catch somebody else out. That bear is looking at you going, fuck that, I'm not putting my paw in that trap. I'm off. I'm going to go and dance with the wood nymphs because I just don't want to see these. And what they're asking you to do is release that trap, release what binds you, and allow yourself to also go and dance with these wood nymphs. Now, nature is a transformational card. It is that card where we start to learn that there is dark and light in all of us. It is that card that we then start to begin to realise that the traps that bind us have usually been set by other people. Again, that is to do with your spiritual side. And the reason I say people set these traps, it starts when we are born. Everybody loves us when we're babies. We do these milestones. Everybody's so pleased with us. Then all of a sudden, walking isn't such a happy thing anymore. Talking isn't such a happy thing anymore. You're wrong to say this. You're wrong to do that. There's loads of things that's fed into us. You're not tall enough. You're not short enough. You're not thin enough. You're not fat enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. And we take those on board and we hold them. And they are the things that limit us. They are the things that make us set traps, even for ourselves, so that we don't move on. And normally, when those traps are set for us all through our lifetimes, it is because another person has had that experience and they can't see that you can have a different experience. They're not trying to be unkind. They just think that they are arming you for a human experience that they've had, and that doesn't have to be your human experience. Know that you can release those traps. They don't need to bind you. You can go off and dance with the wood nymphs. But right now, what started your what the fuck, I'm getting that you're planning to do some sort of entrapment, maybe to find out a truth or an untruth, to try and uncover something. Don't do it to yourself, because you are just, what goes around comes around, darling. You're just setting yourself up for that trap to catch you. So if that's what you're thinking of doing, just cut it out and go off and dance with the wood nymphs. Go off and do a celebration. Go off and do something. It's facing your fears and taking your power back. Darlings, do you know what? You've got the Five of Pentacles. This is sitting out in the cold, and I'm not getting any essence that somebody has done this to you. I'm kind of getting that you feel that it's warmer to sit out in the cold than it is to interact with certain people around you at the moment. But when you're facing your fears and taking your power back, there is a celebration around you of a partnership. Now, it can be a loving, caring partnership, but it's also around partnerships of family, friends, community, businesses. So it may be with the pentacles here and the chalices here that you are mixing business with pleasure of some sort. It doesn't have to be of a love nature, doesn't have to be of a sexual nature. It just has to be that you are mixing business with pleasure. And at the moment, things are not looking that good from your perspective, but the money's there. The money's there, the investment's there. You've just got to bring yourself in out of the cold. I'm not getting that you're actioning, coming back in out of the cold anytime soon, but you are looking at this celebration is how you're going to take your power back. So know that not all is lost. You are going to be on the right lines with this. Do you know what? I'm just getting that you may be quite low in mood, but something's going to trigger this. Something's going to trigger that there's a lot of darkness around you. Something's going to trigger that you may have put yourself in the cold, but for what reason? Was it a valid reason, or did you just throw your teddy in the corner? You've really got to work out what it is so that you can bring yourself to come back to this circle of standing stones where the warmth is, where the light is, and then you will see this celebration more clearly. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment on white, maybe if that's not fucked. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a wish fulfillment coming true. The Nine of Pentacles would indicate there's a roof over your head, the bills are being paid, food on the table, kids are happy, life seems to be okay. It's not quite a 10, a completion of happiness, but you are well on your way to manifesting that kind of life for yourself. So your movement, your journey, you have the Lord and the Lady. There is a decision to be made around this couple. Now this couple should be, and I'm going to use the word should be, an equal couple. They bring exactly the same equality to the table. They are both hunter-gatherers. They both bring in the similar emotions. Now you don't have to be identical twins to be in this couple, but the equality is that if one of you cooks, the other one is good with doing something else around the house, maybe DIY. If one of you is great at doing the laundry, the other one may be great at doing the dusting and the hoovering. It is absolutely even Stevens. It is bringing in exactly the same amount of energy to the relationship, but there is a decision that needs to be made around this couple, around this energy. And I'm going to hazard a guess that this is a loving couple, or have been a loving couple. What you can do about the situation at the Two of Pentacles, know the sky is clearing. It is now time to stop juggling, bring your foot back down onto the ground, and bring your pentacles, your money, your home life and your career into alignment. And if that means that you have to shift your perception rather than shift physically, then that's what you need to do, because you've got the 9 of chalices coming in behind that. You're going to do this for yourself. You're not going to be relying on somebody else to sort these problems out for you. Your chalices are all in the upright. You've got the fire for passion behind you, and you've got the crystal ball that is looking towards a bright future. And then you have the Queen of Wands. Male or female, this energy is going to be almost like your best mate. They just make things happen. They go and get exactly what they want when they want. They don't take any fucking nonsense either, like the Queen of Air. They are a no-nonsense queen. She's got that wand in the upright, and she's saying, I will bippity-boppity-boo your ass if you don't listen to what it is that I am telling you. Now, a fire sign is going to be Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, or somebody that has got that fire in their belly. But I do get the essence that this person, this energy is around you. They want to help you sort things out. They want you to know that if you walk towards what it is that you want, if you embrace the negative, take its power away, you will see the positive coming in, and they are trying to help you with this, what you can do about this situation. And then that little Page of Wands comes in, could be a younger person with you, again a fire sign, but they're going to show you how to magically unblock a situation. So if it is a younger person that's around you, suddenly they are going to say something or do something that you're going to go, oh damn, it was that easy. Because sometimes kids can say the end result much quicker than we can. They come up with such basic ideas. Do not dismiss that, because it is a magical unblocking for you, Cancer. So lovelies, what you can't do anything about, what's out of your hands. Someone travelled to your front door and never came across the threshold. Now, whether this was somebody you was talking to online through a dating app or through social media, it seemed to be full of fucking promise, whether it was a love relationship, whether it was a partnership of some sort, and now you're wondering what the fuck has happened. So I'm kind of getting that one or the other of you ghosted that person, but you are now missing them, and the universe is saying they're holding that because there is another bite of the cherry. This person will return eventually, but not in the time frame that you're giving yourself. They're hovering. They are hovering around you. They are hovering. They are waiting for you to notice that other chalice. They're waiting. Now, the reason they didn't come across the threshold is because you didn't invite them across. Some people need an invitation, Cancer. Some people need to be told it's okay for you to come into my life. And if you haven't done that, if you've played this kind of game where you kind of called this person in and then shit yourself because they arrived, and then you're like missing it, know that you need to call them back in. Know that you need to tell them that it's okay that you had a wobble. And it's okay to have a wobble. It is. But you need to stand up for what it is. And it is a chalice. It is a water card. You know this. You know that when you get scared, Cancer, you scurry under the nearest fucking rock and you kind of peer out until the whole of the area is cleared of anything that you think is going to harm you. And then you kind of emerge again. And as you emerge, you get this feeling, this sense that you have missed something quite incredible, something quite wonderful. Call them back in. There's nothing wrong with a second chance. So, my lovelies, reconnecting to your true self. You have got the 10 of Athame. This is a completion card. This is a completion of problems and issues that now are your answers. You have solved one of your issues. You have landed those things into the ground, and they are now forming a circle of protection around you. You have dealt with this. You have dealt with this. You have honoured yourself in your thoughts, and by doing that you have unravelled your problems, and your problems have then become your future answers. That's what they're saying. Your future answers lie in the circle of protection that you've already created for yourself. So what the fuck is happening next? Your outcome. You have got the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Master Craftsman. You know that there's hard work to be done. You know there's hard work to be done. You know that you need to open this door fully to allow this settlement, this stability, this abundance to come into you. You know that it takes action from yourself, and you are becoming the Master Craftsman in knowing that it takes work. What is hidden from you in this next few weeks is you have the Sun card. This is the ultimate outcome. It's the ultimate happiness. It's like your best summer's day you've ever had. Now times it by 100, 1,000, whatever. That is how your life is going to feel at the end of this 6 weeks. There's a lot of work to be done. And if you don't put the work in, if you don't put this energy in, it's never going to come to fruition, darling. So just know that you have got an awful lot of work to do over this 6 weeks on your physical self and your spiritual self. I'm not taking that many cards in clarification. So can I clarify nature, please? Thank you. Yeah, as I was saying, this is the beginning of understanding that there is dark and light in all of us. And when I say that, the Two of Air comes in to bring in balance. It comes in because there may be something within you that you are second guessing yourself. You may be having this, well, I want to be over there, but I don't want to be over there. It's kind of like you know the end result that you want, but you're arguing with yourself about how the fuck you're going to do it. And this card brings in that balance for you. There is some work to do around that. And it's usually something in your head that stops you from bringing yourself into balance. It's a thought, a feeling, an inner conflict, if you like, about that. But know that you can bring it into balance. And it's very likely that you are already trying to work on that. So you have got the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Chalices in your facing your fears and taking your power back. You've got the Three of Water. In this deck, the Three of Water is all about you letting go of the binds that hold you. The preconceived ideas that you need to be held back. And as you do, these binds just release, they snap, and they then go with the flow. And although you are looking in a different direction and looking at the flow coming in towards you, you are beginning to understand that you need to go with the flow. You need to turn around and let the tide sweep you to where you need to be. You need to allow yourself the opportunity to have the celebrations coming in towards you, that you so want to face your fears and take that power back. But by taking that power back, you're stepping from the 2 into the 3, which is normally celebrations of friends, family and community. But it's also about you releasing these binds that hold you. And all of these binds have snapped. There is nothing holding you back any longer. So you have got a clearance to move forward. But lovelies, don't go against the flow. Turn around and let the flow take you where you need to be. Don't use the path of least resistance, is what I'm hearing. Don't reinvent the wheel. Oh, they're coming out with all of them now, aren't they? Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't use the path of least resistance. So, lovelies, your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, the 9 of Pentacles, where everything is in line. Maybe there's not enough left over for some goodies, but know that it's on its way. You have the 7 of Air. This is you beginning to understand your spiritual self and how you can draw your wish fulfillments and what it is that you want towards you. Yes, there may be some knowledge in books, but it also needs to come from your thoughts and feelings, your heart, your knowledge, your wisdom. Sorry, Cancer, I'm processing another video and I forgot to turn the noise down. Yes, so just know that you are on this journey with the 7 of air. Now the 3 of air and the 7 of air. Now this is really, oh no, it's the 3 of water, sorry darling, and the 7 of air. That's your celebrations. In other decks, this is a walking away. This is the kind of understanding that even though you feel you might want to walk away, you do look over your shoulder to see what it is that you've learned, to see what the lessons have been around this. And what this guy is doing, he's holding his hand up, this angel, he's holding his hand up and he's saying, hold on a minute, there's more to learn. There is more to learn, there is more processing that you need to do around your manifestations and your wish fulfillments in order to obtain that 10. So the Lord and the Lady, lovely, you've got the 10 of air. I'm kind of getting that either there is an air sign around you, Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, or you have got air in your chart. Right. So, the Lord and the Lady, a decision to be made around a couple. And you have the 10 of air. This is a completion. You have the 10 of Athames, which is the 10 of air over there, which is the reconnecting to the true you. Darlings, in this deck, you are ready to take flight. You have faced your fears. You are looking out into the universe. You understand that this is a portal that you need to step up onto the parapet, and you are ready to take flight into the universe. Now, I'm getting that this couple, equally you bring things to the table, but I'm getting that there is a spiritual difference between you, and it could be that one of you is further along on your journey than the other one, and where you're ready to take flight, where you're ready and you've done the problems and issues, there may be a bit of holding back, and that's where the decision needs to be made for you individually. But no, this is such a beautiful card. You're emerging like a butterfly. Your emergence as an angel has been long in the coming, long in the making. And you are now ready to take this flight, to make this decision around this partnership. And like I say, the partnership doesn't have to be a love interest. It can be a business partnership. It can be a partnership in family, friends or community. So what you need to do about the situation, what you can do about the situation, you have got the 11 of earth. This is heaven and earth. You need to bring the two together. You need to know as below, as above, so below is the saying that they say. This is also the page of Pentacles. You may be embarking on learning something completely different. I'm not saying that you haven't got a well-equipped toolkit, but there may be something else that you are embarking on that is going to help you understand that your 2 of Pentacles needs to come in alignment. You're doing it for yourself. You need some help from somebody else, and somebody younger than you may be bringing that energy in towards you to make that magical move of all the obstacles out of your way. And it may be that you need to have more faith in the heavens above and the earth below your feet. So can I have a clarifier for the 4 of Chalices? Thank you, youth. Okay, so my lovelies, male or female, this person that came to the doorway, they could be younger than yourselves, and I mean a lot younger. This is the youth, and I always put youth at sort of like under 25s. So they may be a lot younger than you, or they may act a lot younger than you. They may have this energy that perhaps they didn't fulfill something in their past, and now they're trying to recapture that. And to you, that may look a little bit out of whack, but they're also on a quest themselves. So know that when you call them back in, that they may still be in the energy that you originally saw them in, because they are doing something as well. There is a quest there as well, and it is something that is based, if it's somebody that's older, there was something that was either lost or hadn't been achieved in their youth, and they're now trying to make up for lost time. If it is somebody who's younger than you, just give them time to catch up with you. It is not their fault that they're younger. It's whether or not you can cope with helping this person along their pathway. You can't do it for them, but you can assist them. So not face your fears, sorry darlings, reconnecting with your true self. Can I have a clarifier please for the 10 of Famies? Thank you. Yeah, new beginning, air. Again, this is you knowing that you are highly protected. See the white of this beautiful dragon. Not only are you highly protected, but they're saying, come on, this is a new beginning. This is a new way of thinking and feeling, that your issues and problems of the past are now your protection. Know that you are protected by spirit. Know that if you want to sow new seeds, that is a possibility now, just because of the work that you have been putting in over this summer. I'll have a clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles, the outcome. Oh, you've got 2. Destiny. This was all supposed to happen. This has unfolded exactly how it was supposed to. Because you really did need to see from a higher perspective. You've got the eagle, which sees from a higher perspective, not a different perspective, but a higher perspective. You've got the egg, which is about to rebirth you. This is a new you emerging, and you have the Stonehenge and the sun shining through it. This is a massive spiritual shift for you. This rebirth of yourself. You may have had this alignment when you were younger, where you knew that you could go out and get what you wanted when you wanted it, and somewhere along the line that has got lost, and they're now saying, come on, it is now time to see that this was your destiny. You needed to go through this learning curve to come out and be like, shed old skin of the snake. Just get rid of the old skin and let the renewed you come through. But it is going to take for you to look at it from a different perspective to get to this 10, which is the 10 of fire. This is also a completion. This is projects and plans and people coming into alignment. This is you magically letting go of all the troubles that really did piss you off at some point, that seemed to load you down. Just understand, with the flames, when you set fire to a forest, within days of that happening, new shoots appear, because there is suddenly sunlight hitting the forest floor that has been covered by canopy. Know that the fire is your friend, it's not your enemy. But being a water sign, you're going to be in control of this. You are going to be able to dampen it down if you want to. But I am going to say your soul's desire is not that far off from you. And this is a deep desire. This is not, your chakras are in alignment. You've got this energy emanating from your crown chakra, from your third eye. And it is just saying, come on. You know, you've got this completion, and where there's a completion, there is a new beginning, and that is the beginning of projects, plans, and people around you. So, my lovelies, your Sun card has been clarified by the Four of Wands. You've set your sights on something or someone. You're aiming, you're firing, and it is going to work out okay, because the Four of Fire in other decks is the celebration card. This is you aiming and knowing that you can get exactly what it is you want to bring yourself into that happy state. So you've got some work to do, Cancer, you really have. But just remember that you mustn't set traps for other people, because you're just setting traps for yourself. Flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. Now, where did we... That was this card here, wasn't it? Your clarifier. Go with the flow. Do not go against the tide. Take the pathway of least resistance. Uncertainty. Of course there's going to be uncertainty. The shades of grey within the fog will eventually lift. If you're uncertain about something, which I'm getting that you are, there is some work for you to do here. Into me I say, because the time is now, Cancer. Risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. So if you're finding yourself somewhere that you don't particularly want to be, there is still the opportunity for growth, even within that situation. The night. Find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. That is gorgeous, isn't it? And the reconnecting to your true self. Look what is behind the dragon. Again, it's the universe where the stars are shining very brightly. And the emergence of yourself as well. Taking flight at long last. Learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night. And you will become a little wiser in the day. I have to say that with Cancer there is a connection to the night, because you have a connection and affiliation to the moon. Retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scents. And lastly, transform. And we started with nature, which is a transformational card. Emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. How lovely is that? Wow. And for those that you don't know, my moon's in Cancer, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, this is more relevant to me this month than Libra is. So, let's ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance. Thank you. For the 19th of July through to the 5th of September for Cancer. Do they need to know anything else? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, darlings, you have the Earth Guardian. And this is stay rooted and grounded. You have the Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. The Water Guardian. There's a surprise. Connect with your emotions, Cancer. Fire Guardian. This doesn't surprise me either. Ignite your passions. And lastly, Air Guardian, and this is not a surprise either. Shift your perception, darlings. What was we saying? It's here. It's in your destiny to shift that perception. It's going to happen whether you're ready for it or not, and you are going to emerge completely differently. Cancer, that's your reading for the 19th of July to the 5th of September. Wherever you are in the world, please have a great summer, and I will catch you in there.